Hello and welcome along to another episode of Robin and Jane in the Stalls. This time we're going to take you way back in time, way back in history, or rather way back in her story. See what I did there? We're talking about the Six Wives of Henry VIII. Yes, Six, the musical, is back in Belfast at the Grand Opera House. It runs all this week. We were there in the stalls. And Jane, I have to say that even though this show was set like over 500 years ago, the themes are still extremely relevant today, aren't they?
Oh, the themes are totally relevant about men ill-treating women and women not having the upper hand really in their lives, I think. This was a very slick production, and I mean slick in a good way. Not quite as sharp, I thought, as the previous production of Six, which we saw not that long ago in the Grand Opera House. But if all you want to do, and you see what I did there, that's a song, is get some great music and learn a bit of history or her story, then come along. This is definitely your show.
For people who don't have a clue what this is about, who have never been to see it, I've seen it 3 times now. I mean, essentially, this is a girl band concert that we're watching, just hearing the story of the Six Wives told through music. And it's 80 minutes long, no interval. It's so fast paced, but it is absolutely amazing.
It is amazing. It's Henry VIII's six Spice Girl wives, you could say. And they went divorced, beheaded, died. No, it's died, divorced, beheaded, beheaded. I've got it wrong, but two of them were beheaded anyway. Some of them survived, some of them didn't survive. But it is very relevant now, and they gave it a very nice contemporary twist. I like the way that, for example, Anna of Cleves, who was painted by Hans Holbein, and that was her sort of charm to ensnare Henry. Of course, she didn't look anything like the portrait. She said it didn't look like her profile picture, and that was the problem. And we heard from Anne Boleyn, I think, saying that she knew that Henry was straying because there was lipstick on his ruff. And I like that kind of thing. It works. It's then and now. And it did have a very contemporary feel. The costumes, wow, were they spangly or what?
Yeah, exactly. The humor in it as well is very good. And of course, we're trying to discover which one of the wives was actually treated the worst, don't we?
Well, yes, I think it has to be the two that were beheaded, surely. And Anne Boleyn's lovely song, Don't Lose Your Head, says it all. And apparently the songs are all written in tribute to different performers and different musicians. And Don't Lose Your Head is a nod to K-pop, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. And of course, you have to mention the people who put this whole thing together, Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss, who put the show together. It's gone on to win countless awards. It's been shown all over the world. And well done to those guys, because this was such a genius idea.
Oh, it's an absolutely genius idea. It's one of those ideas you think, why didn't I have that on a Friday afternoon? It's absolutely brilliant. And it is a very palatable way of getting some history, or as we keep saying, her story, because we do learn actually what happened to them, and the fact that the last wife, who in fact survived him, Catherine Parr, was deeply in love with somebody else. There was a very tender moment where she reads the Dear John or Dear Thomas letter, rejecting her true lover for the king, because of course she never said no to the crown.
Of course, and of course, as an audience, we're asked as well to choose which one of the queens is our favourite. For me, last night, I think I'm going to go for Jane Seymour, who was played by Emily Dawson. And of course, she has that lovely ballad, Heart of Stone, in the show as well.
Oh, Heart of Stone is absolutely superb, a bit Adele, very soulful, yes. I quite liked the pink ponytailed Catherine Howard, actually, the very flirty one, and she was played by Sammy Timbers. I thought she was good, but I think we have to mention Anna of Cleves, who gave it her all and stripped off to a very spangly nightclub kind of costume, and she was Alexia McIntosh.
Yes, I mean, a great cast. I mean, these girls could actually go on to have a girl band career. They could actually release records and hit the charts with these songs, couldn't they?
Oh, they definitely could, and they should. They should be the album. I don't know if there has been a Six album. I imagine there may have been, but they certainly could. And there was a girl band as well. There was a guitar and keyboard and drums, and they were very effective too.
It was. So yeah, it was great to see the band on stage as well. So as we've said already, great vocals, great dancing, dazzling costumes, great harmonies. and zipping through in just 80 minutes with no interval as well. And of course, by the end of the show, we had the usual Belfast standing ovation, but it was well deserved. It was we
I
were on
think
our
it was.
feet with them, weren't we?
We were certainly on our feet. We were boogieing, we were waving, we were shouting. The only thing I would criticise was at the beginning where there was a lot of "Hello Belfast, how you're doing," and slightly pantomime style interaction with the audience. And I don't think that was necessary, to be perfectly honest.
But that's a concert.
I don't know what you thought.
That's a
Yes, it is.
concert.
Yes, fair enough. But I don't think they had it in the previous version.
No, they did. I don't think they did, but we're there essentially to watch a concert, not a theatre
Yes, we
production.
were.
So,
No,
yeah.
that's true. That's a good point.
So there we go. Right, let's make up our final decisions on Six the Musical, which is back in Belfast at the Grand Opera House. I've just checked the website. There are no tickets left at all for the end of the run between now and Saturday, but you might be lucky enough to catch it in Dublin. It's off to Dublin between the 17th and 28th of June. You get no chance of getting tickets in Belfast this week. So what are we going to vote with? Well, we're going to vote with little pictures of Henry himself. And because it's always a fabulous night out, I'm just going to go for 5 little Henrys. What about you, Jane?
No, I'm going to be radically slightly different and say because it wasn't quite as sharp as the previous production, I'm going to go for 3.5 little Henrys.
Wow, half a Henry.
Half a Henry. We've got our own back, women at last. Yes, cut him in half.
Brilliant. Yes, beheaded. Henry beheaded at last as well.
Yes.
So there we go. That's our thoughts on Six the Musical. If you've been to see the show this week, let us know what you think, or if you've been to see anything else in the theatre, we'd love to know your thoughts over on our socials as well. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and we'll see you back in the stalls sometime very soon.
Goodbye.